Welcome back, guys, to our second lecture here, the ultimate intro to Instagram. So in the last one, we gave you guys kind of an overview of social media in general, and here we're going to dive a little bit more into what makes an Instagram post. So by the end of this lecture, you should be able to kind of know the structure of an Instagram post, the features of an Instagram post, and the different media types that you can use. So with that, the structure of an Instagram post is made of three primary elements. You have your media, your captions, and your comments. Now, your media is really the main focus of your post. This is either your image, your video, your mix of images and videos in a carousel post, or a boomerang or a GIF. Now with that, comments are the answers and reactions that people have to your media. Once again, this can be positive or negative, but it's really their response to your post. The caption is the short descriptive heading that kind of explains what's happening in your media, or it tags others or includes others, and we'll talk a little bit more about what that means in a minute. So with our structures of a post, we also have 6 different features inside an Instagram post. These are your emojis, your hashtags, likes, tags, views, and post date. So your emojis are the small, colorful image and icon used to express emotion. And these are used very commonly across all social media. In Module 3, we'll dive a little bit more into what types of emojis you should consider using. The hashtag is the annotated message in the form of a word or a phrase, and it's preceded by a pound sign. Now, this allows companies to expose their brand to bigger audiences, connect different conversations, and develop campaigns. So it can also be searchable, and make sure that your hashtag is searchable and easy to find by others. Let's say in this post, they hashtag purple flowers. And now I don't follow Christian Siriano, but I love flowers and floral things. If I go to search that hashtag, this post might come up, and then that'll bring in more customers that potentially wouldn't have seen your post in other situations. There are 4 different types of hashtags. You can either use the brand name, as you can see here, a campaign, so like a advertising campaign or a line that you're launching, anything like that. A trend, so let's say hashtag tulle gowns. That's a trend that you can see in this image. Or the post content, so that would be like the hashtag purple flowers. Now, research from one of our alumni, Alexis Jones, has found that there's really no significant positive impact between the 4 different types of hashtag. However, there is a significant negative impact when you use a campaign hashtag in your post. So that's hashtagging something that relates back to the line that you're launching or the campaign, advertising campaign that you're showing. It was found that people respond actually negatively to that, and it decreases your engagement. So my suggestion is to use searchable and kind of exciting hashtags, but potentially not campaign hashtags. Consider more using the brand name, a trend, or the post content. The likes at the bottom of this image are the quick actions that people can use to show their approval. And you all have been there. You're scrolling through Instagram and you can just quickly double tap and like something. Now, a tag allows you to create a link back to another Instagram page. This can be either back to your brand page, or it can be if somebody wants to tag a friend in a post, they can just add their name and it'll notify them that they have something to look at. Or if you're regrabbing something, like you can see in this next image, it'll link back to the original post. So let's say this model here, Amanda, I took her image and I want to give her credit, but I want to show it on my page. I would tag her in it and say kind of repost or regram to acknowledge that this isn't my original content, but I'm taking it because it's good content. The post date at the bottom here, it just tells you the day or the month when your specific post was uploaded. Now for views, when they're on videos, boomerangs, or GIFs, the view is just the number of time that it was watched by your brand's audience. As you can see here, you can also click on the views to see who all viewed it. So it's really interesting if you want to see who's looking at your post and kind of what target market you're getting with that post. So moving on to our media types. So we know the structure, we know the different kind of aspects. Now, what are the types of media that I can make for Instagram? You can either do an image, a carousel, a video, which has 2 categories of GIF or boomerang, or a tap to shop. So the image are really the singular, static, unchanging photographs that you see on Instagram. This is the most common type of Instagram post, and frequently so because, it's a great way to advertise and really show off in a quick, easy, simple manner. Now, in addition to that, a carousel is a flip book of 2 to 10 different images or videos that one person is able to scroll through. And this is great for telling a story. If one single image can't tell your story, consider using a carousel where you can add multiple and really kind of promote that. We also have GIFs, which are graphic interchange formats. These are looping short videos that loop themselves over and over, beginning to end, and they never end. In contrast to that, we also have a boomerang, which instead of looping, it plays forwards and backwards over and over again. So as you can see in this lovely image of Carl, RIP, this was made before the tragic news. As you can see, though, he keeps turning the same way back and forth, so it's just looping the same video over and over again. And then in addition to that, you also have just regular videos, which on Instagram, you have 3 to 60 seconds to record. And now, so we have our regular videos, we have our GIFs, we have our boomerangs. What's the difference between all 3 of these? Videos don't loop. So they play from beginning to end, and at that end point, it's going to stop and just show that static last image to your viewer. So keep that in mind when you guys are starting to make your content. Are you going to want it to keep going? Do you want it to end at the end? And kind of what is the best way to do that? Lastly, we have our tap to shop, which this is one of the most interactive media types on Instagram. This update allows for you to use it on both images and videos, and it's where you can tag in your picture the price of an item. And when a user clicks on that, it goes right to a website where they can purchase that item. So as I mentioned in Module 1, the people who are buying things off Instagram, this is how they're doing it. So it's a really easy way to get people right to your brand website and to really get them to buy things on the spot. Like I said, this is the most interactive type of media. So with all that, if you're interested in learning more, I highly suggest looking into our alumni Alexis Jones's thesis paper, Factors Influencing Engagement in Fashion Brands. Other than that, though, I will see you guys again in Module 3 with my partner, Natalie.